Woke up today, big smile on my face. Half a J, all up in the ashtray. I think I may just light it up and get blazing. Hey, what up with everybody? Hope you're having a great day. I'm having a pretty good one myself. Been enjoying some coffee and cannabis. But welcome back to the channel. Today, it's harvest time. I got a whole garden in this little backyard. Over 30 different edible fruits all around here. So today, I'm gonna give you a little garden tour. So I started this garden about 5 years ago. It's when I put the first apple tree. And then as soon as Corona came around, that's when I went crazy. Started planting all kinds of stuff. I'm gonna have to go through this, weed it out, get it nice and clean, so I can give you guys a proper tour of the garden. We'll go through all the herbs, man, see what we can find. I got some ice cream cake rolled up. I'll be enjoying that as I'm preparing the garden. Harvest time. Yep, I also got some over there, but y'all will see. I'll go through and explain everything once it's clean. Let's get this video going. Hope you enjoy. Cheers. Yeah, hey yo, I got a confession. Lately I've been feeling nothing but blessings. But when I look around and see my people suffering, I can't help to hope they find the warmth that brings them loving. It's easy to get stuck in a whirlwind. We're lost and trapped up in a system so corrupt. Just keep your faith and keep on looking up. Lately I've been feeling so blessed. No stress, remember times of feeling hopeless. A cold mess, had to keep my mind focused on success. Walked through hell but finally found a path so righteous. Yeah, I'm telling you, we so blessed, so blessed. Gotta keep your eyes wide open, open. Yeah, it's clear to see we so blessed, so blessed. Don't forget to always do your best. Much respect, yo, you gotta take a second just to go and count your blessings. Life is full of up and downs, but that's how you learn some lessons. Can't forget the past is what manifests the present. So appreciate the moment, cause the future's where you're heading. Let that sink up in your head. And future demons I won't let in. You don't wanna see the peace, I feed them legends like I'm Zeppelin. Solid rockin' as I'm stepping. Some say he's a living legend, steady trying to bring love, using music as the weapon. Check it, I'm checking. Room 420, bed and breakfast. Just a couple places I've been marking off my checklist. Connected block to block, just like Tetris. Not to mention I've been wanted like I'm sentenced just for murdering a sentence. Cause I'm benching my own weight. Food up on a gold plate. Garden to the Golden State. Way up in a private plane. Embrace the day, light up with the sun rays. So thankful all you hear me say. It's lately I've been feeling so finally cleared out. No stress, remember path to the back. A cold mess, barely even seen. But I got some raspberries. So righteous. Yeah, I'm telling you, we so blessed, so blessed. Gotta keep your eyes wide open, open. Then it's clear to see we so blessed, so blessed. Don't forget to always do your best. Much respect. Yo, I'm living every minute like I'm winning, I'm just saying. Stop the smell of flowers, put it straight up in a mason. And in every hour with a little medication. It's my meditation, healing up the nation. Unite with the sensation every time the music's playing. Nothing but the good vibration. I won't stop until I'm placed in at the top amongst the greatest. Press release the concentrators, got his mind so concentrated. Constantly planting the seeds to keep them rising above the hatred. Yo, it's like we fighting to make a statement. I keep fighting for my rights. Ain't nobody gonna come and take them, no. Listen, I've been lifted and it's beautiful. gifting them this wisdom that I really think they need to know. It's deep, I speak it from my soul. Rock the rhythm as I roll, sending lots of love and mo. Blessings when I open doors. Red carpet up on the flow. Every time that we approach, I post up on my throne. Got me thinking lately, I've been feeling so blessed. No stress, remember times of feeling hopeless. A cold mess, had to keep my mind focused on success. Walk through hell but finally found a path so righteous. Yeah, I'm telling you, we so blessed, so blessed. Gotta keep your eyes wide open, open. Then it's clear to see we so blessed, so blessed. Don't forget to always do your best. Much respect. Just got done cleaning up the garden. Look at all this stuff that I got. Got a pear, some banana peppers. Got like 15 jalapenos. I had to get like 50 cherry tomatoes. Look at how massive these cherry tomatoes are. That's crazy. These are hybrid tomatoes that come back every year. But now that I collected everything from the garden, let me take you guys on a little tour. First, I'll show you the first fruit trees that I put in, which was a peach tree and an apple tree. So, this is the peach tree right here. Let me get a good shot of this. I put all these trees back here in this row, and this one and also this apple tree was one of the first ones. There's another apple tree over there I'll show you that's even bigger, but this one I had to transplant from over there because nothing was growing over there. And as you can see now, I got a whole bunch of stuff growing, as well as some fruit trees over there. But yeah, check it out. It's me. This thing used to be this tall when I first got it, and it doubled in size. It's probably been 4-5 years since it's been planted, but this year I didn't get any fruit from it, which kind of sucks. But the good thing is I could tell this trunk really thickened up, so I'm excited for next year. See some peaches just hanging. So let's go to the other apple tree on the other side. This is what I did so far. Right here, got some lavender. Can't really eat that, but right here in the middle, this is the other apple tree that's been in the longest. I didn't get any fruit this year on that apple tree either, so that kind of sucks. But now you see the first two. Let me just walk you through the rest of the garden. So this is a new tree that I planted as soon as the Rona came around. But look how big this has got. It's only like been a year, a little bit longer. That thing's stretched. This cherry tree had a couple flowers this year, so it might just fruit next year. But it's gonna have big red sweet cherries that are gonna be so tasty, because everything here in my garden is organic. You should have seen when I first came here, there was nothing, and it's a small space. I got a lot of different edible stuff over here, and I just put natural wood chips, built up the soil, you know, put worm cases, manure, all that good stuff. Yeah, so now I got a whole fruit forest that I can come enjoy. If you see right here, coming along the fence, next to the green onions, which is another edible plant. And all these plants come back every year. I don't have to replant or nothing. But this is a blackberry. I'm excited to see the results next year. It's gonna be wrapping all around. Look, I even got some over here trying to go into the pool. Gotta wrap that in there. Over here, I got those hybrid cherry tomatoes. So these cherry tomatoes, they were called like 100 variety disease resistant tomatoes, and they grow so many, as you guys could tell, that they just drop, and naturally every year I get new tomatoes because I don't pick the old ones up. I usually smush them into the ground. You might see, like, look, check this out. I just smush those right into the ground. So next year, I'll get some tomatoes sprouting from right there, as well as so many other places. So, yeah, look, they just go wild. This year I didn't really take care of the garden, so it went kind of crazy. So over here, leading into the garden next to the blackberries, got some hostas, which are beautiful. Right now they don't look too good, but yeah, there's a bunch of different kinds. They go around the lavender plant into the rock path, and then I got more hostas all down here. They're kind of tore up because the cherry tomatoes just took them over. Over here hiding, you got a fig, another fig tree. And I didn't think this one had any fruit this year, but guess what? When I was cleaning up, look what I found. Nice fig right there. Not gonna eat it, but hey, that's progress. And I was gonna trim this tree. It's nothing special, it's just decoration tree, but this tomato just took it over. So I'm gonna let it trellis on that for the rest of this season till the rest of these tomatoes are ready. So if you keep following the path over here, it leads you to some blueberries. Now I got like 8 different types of blueberries all right here in this section. So this apple tree has like 5 different types of apple on one tree. They grafted a bunch of different apples together, and it didn't get no fruit this year, but look how tall it is. Probably like a good 10 feet. So that's good. The ones that didn't fruit stretched out this year. So that means next year they should have an abundance of fruit. So if you come over here, this is usually where my raspberry garden is. I have blackberries and raspberries. I also have grapes. Look, you can see some raspberries right there. And these ones are good, but there's a bunch of bugs on them, so I only ate a couple. And then if you look up here, this is a grapevine. I got red grapes and green grapes. Yeah. Look, you can see the raspberries right here. These are supposed to be golden raspberries. That's what they're called. But I haven't seen no gold raspberries yet. So if you look over here, it's where I got all my blueberries. And I had to transplant a few this year. These ones have been in the ground the longest. But over here, I had to transplant all of these because they were dying behind the raspberries. One thing to note, if you're ever growing raspberries, is have a good section for them, because they're going to spread out every year and take over your garden. So, not as much as these tomatoes though, obviously. I should have trellised them better. You want to know something cool about those raspberries though? They fruit the first year and they fruit the second year, which for those of you that grow raspberries, know that's not supposed to happen. Usually they either grow the first year or they grow the second year. And not only that, but they also fruit twice a year. Once in the spring and then once in the fall. But I noticed the ones in the fall aren't as good. They're not as sweet as the ones in the spring. So that's pretty cool. I got some rare raspberries, I think. So now, if you follow the trail to the other blueberries, this is where that blackberry vine in the front starts. So this whole year it's stretched out from here all the way up there to the chicken wire. I think that's pretty good. I can't wait to see the blackberries next year. So this is where the banana peppers came from. It still has flowers. But over here, this is a goji berry. Earlier this year, I transplanted it over here because it has thorns and, you know, keep away rabbits and stuff. But look at it, it already has flowers.
That's so cool. So I might get some goji berries. Goji berries are one of the best fruits available. It's like a super fruit if you look it up, and they're hard to find because they don't stay good long. They don't have a long shelf life. Yeah, so over here I got some spearmint. I used to have other mint and all these chocolate mint, but some of them died. The spearmint stayed alive. There's even some trying to sprout in the garden. Mint is invasive, just to let y'all know. So now let me take you guys to the other side and show you the fruit trees I have in there. Not as many, but yeah, you already seen some of them. I'll take you guys to the apple tree first. So this right here is another variety apple tree. Now I didn't get a chance to weed out this side because I gotta try to get to work. But this also has a variety. There'll be a bunch of apples on here. And I just transplanted this one this year because it wasn't doing too good. And it looks like it's growing beautiful over here. Nice and healthy. So moving on, this one is a pear. This is a kefir pear. So this will get like 15 feet. Probably as tall as that branch right there. Probably can't tell how tall it is, but like 15 feet. And I just transplanted this one also this year. I had this one on the side of the house. It wasn't in a good spot, so this would be a great spot. Looks like it's doing good this year. And then over here got the giant peach. I like this little wood thing too. Look, I can just hang out, eat a peach, you know, smoke my J, eat a pear, some apples. This is a like a Georgia peach tree, and it's got really good peaches. The first 3 years I planted this, I got so much fruit. First year I only got a couple. Second year I got like 20. Third year, there was probably like 50 or more on here. But the sad thing is the squirrels around here just got them. Yeah, but this has been in the longest. I haven't transplanted this one at all. You can see how good it's finally doing. This year just thickened up real nice. And then this I just planted 2 years ago, this big, and it's already getting as tall as the fence. Now I'm gonna start clipping these bottom branches so it just goes up like a tree. Oh, look, that's a carrot flower. I got a bunch of random carrots that sprout up every year all around here. So that's pretty cool. And this is a Chicago fig. For those of you that know what those are, they're really good. And over here next to the fig, I just got this year, it's a nectarine. And at first, look, you see how messed up the leaves are? That was the first set of leaves. Something came and chewed it up, and then all of a sudden it sprouted out from here all the way to here, and then it sprouted all these fresh ones. So it looks like it's doing all right. Not too bad. It's starting to take. It might be a little too close to the fig, but I got faith that it's gonna survive. Once nectarines are fully established with their root system, man, they provide so much fruit you won't be able to eat it all. Yeah. So now we get over to this section, which I plan to clean up more, and I'm gonna have a whole garden over here next year. So this is another pear tree, but this is a variety. Look, so you guys know I'm not lying to you. 4 in 1. So there's 4 different types of pears on this one tree, and I got like 3 this year, and I just planted it, so that's dope. Yeah, I'm excited for when that thing really starts fruiting. So over here is a cherry tree, and I just planted this one pre-Rona also, and it's doing great. It's stretched out this year. I haven't trimmed it. I trimmed it once in the beginning and just left it alone the whole season. But this is a Royal Rainier cherry. So this one is like a yellow and red cherry, and it's so sweet and delicious. I don't know if anyone's ever tried a red and yellow cherry, but They're the best kind of cherries in my opinion. Yeah. So that's it for the backyard. You can see I got like close to 30 different fruit trees in this little space. My backyard's not that big. You know, look, imagine if I put some all over here around the fence. I could have so much more, but this is just all along the fence line. Look, you can't even see the big garden. So that's all you gotta do. It's very important to know how to grow your own food because it's free and it's all natural. It doesn't have all kinds of nasty chemicals on it or pumped into it. Yeah, so enjoy nature. Nature's here for us to love and learn from. I also got some more fruit trees on the side of the house. So let's go check it out. Alright, so over here, got some birds chilling. But check it out, look at this random tomato plant. I didn't put that there. So right here we got apple tree. This is a Honeycrisp apple. So one day this is gonna have so many apples on it, delicious apples. I just planted this one this year and it's doing good and it's getting pretty tall. This is where I used to have that one pear tree that was on the side, but I just planted a pomegranate. So when I first planted this thing, it was just this small. That was at the beginning of this year. And look, it more than doubled. So soon I had some pomegranates, apples, all kinds of stuff. So that's it for the garden tour. As you can see, I got a lot of tomatoes, some banana peppers, some jalapenos, some figs, and some raspberries. And that wasn't even a lot, because imagine when every single one of those fruit trees start fruiting. Every year I'm gonna have so much. And I would suggest anybody to start learning how to grow. You don't need much space. You could even do it in containers, you know, if you only have an apartment or something. It's very important to learn, because imagine if something happens again and grocery stores shut down and you ain't got no food. What are you gonna do? Plus, you don't know what they're putting in these foods. Even the fruit and vegetables, they pump with all kinds of steroids and chemicals, pesticides. Yeah, it's not organic. Everything that I got there, organic. I didn't spray it with nothing. I didn't even put no fertilizers down. I just built it up the natural way, like put wood chips, I put grass, you know. Sometimes I even let the leaves sit there all winter. So next year, when there's a bunch of fruit on all the trees, I'm gonna do another garden tour and show you what it looks like then when there's a bunch of fruit everywhere. But for those of you that stuck around to the end, I got a little preview for the next video that I'm gonna do on my channel. Check this out. This, my friends, is a 2-gram blunt with 0.25 grams of Nug Run sauce, and they rolled it in keef. Yep, and it also has a glass filter, so that's pretty cool. This is Delta 8 CBD, which is 100% legal, I think, in almost every state, you know, even in a lot of illegal states. So if you want to get a little head change, feeling right, and not have to worry about getting in trouble, there you go. Check it out. I'm going to do a review on this. I got a bunch of gummies, and I ordered some Delta 8 tea, and I got some Delta 8 nugs. I think I'm going to buy some more gummies and even some Delta 8 wax, so stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell so you don't miss any videos. Live it up, stay Stoney. Hey, till next time, one love.
Woke up in a daze, but I'm still feeling great. No stress up in my mind when I'm feeling this way. Ain't worried about the time, ain't worried about the change. Just focused on my life and living for today. Roll a fat J as I blaze. I give thanks to the rays of the sun as they shine on my face. See the waves as they crash on the sand where I lay. And I say to myself, man, what a beautiful place. So